Welcome back, college baseball fans, to another episode of ACC Central. I'm Monty Taylor. Joining me is Florida State infielder Cal Fisher. Cal, thank you so much for taking the time to join the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. First thing I want to get started with, you are a Deerfield, Wisconsin kid. Pretty unusual when you're looking at a Florida State roster, kind of looking at where guys are from. How did you end up at Florida State and what made it the perfect fit for you?
Yeah, so I was originally going to Notre Dame under Link and all the rest of the staff, and fell in love with their coaching style. And I mean, they win everywhere they go. So once they took the job here, had me down. I mean, it's not a tough decision to make the move down here. So yeah,
Absolutely. How much are you enjoying the weather, when it's almost always warm down there?
oh, loving it. I mean, year-round baseball, you can't beat it, and my family likes coming to visit too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure especially in the early season coming to visit, right?
Yeah.
So you were a big basketball star in high school, all-time leading scorer, all state. Was there any thoughts of going and playing college ball, or was it always baseball?
Oh, no, it was always baseball. I liked basketball, I grew up playing it. My family all played basketball, but baseball was my true love, so never
Yeah.
really ended up changing it.
Do you follow any college basketball or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I follow, like, UW and then the rest of the, like, big schools I follow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you miss it at all, or you just happy to play baseball all the time?
I mean, a little bit sometimes, but, I'd rather play baseball. I just remember playing the whole game and then, yeah, the feeling after that. I'd rather just play a weekend series.
Absolutely. One of the cool things about you is you got to play in the Northwoods League as before you got to college. This the summer before, you were an all-star playing against mostly college guys. What was that experience like? And obviously you've played in the Northwoods League each of the last 3 years, so you get to kind of stay home, but also I don't know how much time you got to spend with family with the way that schedule is in the Northwoods League and all the travel and everything. But can you talk a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, it was great. I got to live at home. A bunch of the town and my family got to come to the games. The Mallards is a great atmosphere. They always have a ton of fans, a lot of things going on. So I think it really helped me, not baseball side, but like dealing with the other stuff that comes with playing at a high level like Florida State. And it just helped me with that aspect as well as, I mean, you're playing every day, so you're bound to get better. And I think it really helped me coming into school.
Absolutely. That's what I was actually going to ask about. You played a lot as a freshman. You had that summer and then you played a lot as a freshman despite the names that Florida State had. I mean, you were pushing Alex Lodis and Drew Faroe for playing time, which is saying a lot, especially considering what they did last year. But how did that help you adjust to the college game and allow you to flourish?
Yeah, I mean, I got to talk with a bunch of older guys and kind of like pick their brains a little bit about how college is, what like the do's and don'ts, like the unwritten rules of locker room and stuff like that, and just had a good idea of what to expect, and then just like the level of competition, kind of like gave me a nice smooth entrance into college baseball.
Yeah, you got some inconsistent playing time. It's kind of hard to build a groove, but you were still able to hit 5 home runs, in your limited playing time. How were you able to kind of stay locked in to be able to perform in, these spot starts where you weren't necessarily getting the consistent, day in, day out playing time?
Yeah, I mean, just preparing like I'm gonna play every day. I mean, that was a really talented squad, so I still got to see like the Cam and Tips and like Lodis and all them, see how they prepare every day. I just kind of would follow them, kind of just sat back and just took mental notes on how they prepared for games. I think that helped me when I finally did see my name in the lineup and was like, all right, like I'm already ready. Like I expected it. And if I wasn't, then I was just either waiting for a pinch at bat or just vibes in the dugout.
Love that. You basically get to go to Omaha right away. That must have been pretty awesome. Can you talk a little bit about that experience and obviously the desire to get back there?
It was a great experience. I mean, going into the year, I don't think a lot of everybody, I mean, we had expectations to go to Omaha, but that previous year, a lot of people had our doubts. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like it going back there and being right there. I mean, yeah, I mean, one couple games away and from a national title.
With your
And
success
yeah,
with your success as a freshman and getting to go to Omaha, did it almost feel too easy?
I mean, I didn't have to play too many of them. I didn't have to play any of the playoff games, and I got to watch Tibbs hit 3 home runs and all the other guys go crazy. So, yeah.
Love that. So we talked about as a freshman, you were pushing Farrow and Lodis for playing time in the middle of the infield, but then last year you replaced Cam Smith at third base, played all I basically I think only third base last year, right? And talk to me a little bit about the defensive versatility and what you know. Are you sticking at third base right now?
Yeah, Link has me moving around. He does a great job with like all the infielders, and we like move like third base, short, and second. Kind of have like a rotation so everybody can really play every position, which I think that helped me not playing third base really ever until I got to school, and not even my freshman year. But him moving around, I felt comfortable. I mean, that guy is crazy in the infield, and yeah, I mean, it was easy for me with his guidance.
Absolutely. Did you feel any pressure having to replace Cam at third, or was it just I've got my shot at regular playing time?
Yeah, those are pretty big shoes to fill. So I didn't really try to fill his shoes, just kind of grabbed my own pair and just kind of stayed with who I am. I mean, that guy, he's playing in the big leagues, and I think you want to have expectations for that, but sometimes you just have to be realistic. So yeah, just be myself.
Absolutely. How crazy was that for you to like I guess you're about a month and a half into the season and Cam is on the opening day roster and you are sitting at third base and the guy that last played third base is already in the big leagues. What's that kind of like? That's got to feel really good as, as a as a friend but also like for the program and what you could possibly do in the future.
Yeah, I mean it's huge for the program. Just seeing a guy get fast tracked to the bigs like that, it just really shows to what this program is about. I mean, we had Cam, and then Lodis had a big jump. Farrell had a big jump, and I think that's just going to keep trending with Link as head coach and all the rest of the staff. I mean, I think it's going to be a pipeline for guys to come into the program and just kind of fill in with the guy in front of them and just learn from the guy in front of them.
Cal, you must be reading my script, man, because my next question was talking about the stars in the lineup as a freshman with Tibbs, Cam Smith, Farrer, and Dinges. Then last year it was the role players stepping up like Lodis, Farrell, and Max Williams. All of them having big years as a junior. How do you feel about that? As you enter your junior year after getting a full season, you feel like you're ready for a big jump.
Yeah, it speaks to what Link's doing. Those guys at the bottom of the order, I mean, you have to step up. It's just how it works here. And if we don't, then we're not going to get to where we want to be. So I think it's just kind of like, all right, you're the next guy up. It's time for you to produce for the program and win games. So
What's interesting about that is there is a little bit of an exception to that because it looks like the juniors have been the stars. Miles Bailey being an exception there. What's it like getting to watch him hit all the time? Because he is unbelievable.
yeah, he's crazy. It's nice to hitting in the cage with him. He's super knowledgeable about hitting and kind of work out some kinks. And yeah, I mean, there's no player like him. So yeah, it's a honor to be able to watch him every day and see what he's doing and kind of still learn from, I guess, a guy that's younger from me. Uh, Not a bad guy to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we've talked about Link a lot. Obviously that he was a big reason that you decided to, first commit to Notre Dame, then Florida State, following him. Talk to me a little bit about what it's like playing for him because he is one of the unique characters in college baseball. He is beloved, but talk to me a little bit about playing for him and what it's like kind of learning from him.
Yeah, I mean, everything is very like I guess scripted out, and this is what we're gonna do. Down to the minute sometimes. So it keeps you like tough to say, but you just have to come to a practice to kind of understand him. But I mean, I do. I would run through a brick wall for him. So like that just speaks. I think a lot of players on this team would, and just showing how much hard work him and the staff have like done for us. And you get better every day.
So you guys have finished up fall practice basically. What are the vibes coming out of fall practice? How's everything's got to feel pretty good. You guys feel like you've got a loaded team, right? More improved, possibly more well-rounded, especially in the pitching staff.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this year. We got a lot of guys that can play a lot of different positions. There's a lot of athletes all around the diamond. Really, we got a lot of infielders that can play multiple spots, outfielders that can play center field, but might have to move to the corner. So I don't think in years past we've had that. So I'm pretty excited for this year. Plus, we got a bunch of talented arms. I mean, we had to face them all fall, so it was a tough fall, but that's that's good. That's good for the action
Absolutely.
season.
Absolutely. And what's even crazier is you've got one guy that I believe wasn't there in the fall who will be there in the spring with Gabe Nard from Duke. So you get more reinforcements, in that regard. Talking about some of these transfers, especially on the infield, you've got Gabe Frazier and Eli Putnam coming in. You got Braden Dowd in the outfield, and then you've got some of these recruits, John Stutzer and Kelvin Paulino. Is there anybody that's really stood out? Some of these new faces that's really stood out and impressed you even more than you thought you might be impressed? I mean, I'm sure they've
Yeah.
all looked good, but
Yeah, I think all that whole group has, you got Frazier, super athletic, like arm talent's there. You got Putnam, which is just he's hit his entire career and he keeps hitting. So excited for him to get into the lineup. Dow had a good fall. I mean, good left-handed bat. You saw that in UAB game. He had like 4 barrels over like 105. So that should be exciting to have a left-handed bat into the lineup. And then Stutzer and Paulino. I mean, they raked all fall. Stutzer crazy athletic, and Paulino's got crazy bat to ball. So I mean, they should have their chances this spring, and should be exciting to watch that whole group in the FSU jersey.
absolutely. I've been trying to figure out, kind of project a lineup, and it's like, man, they've got some guys that could push for playing time. So it's really hard to figure out, somewhat what you've got there. How is everyone integrating into the team and the bonding going? I mean, I'm sure you guys are really close at this point, right? You guys have kind of integrated, and it's now we are the 2026 team, the 2025 teams behind us.
Yeah, I think every year I've been here, it's been a bunch of transfers, bunch of new guys, freshmen, and I think it just speaks to the guys they recruit. Like we just kind of mesh. They get good guys like on and off the field, so it makes it easy to welcome them and just yeah make the program to what it is.
Love that. Who on the team do you think has the best chance to have a breakout season in the spring? If you had to pick two or three guys.
Um, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like everybody can break out. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of time. Yeah, that's a good question. Just because I haven't seen a lot of them play in actual games. We just have, yeah, a couple returners, so, yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, it's a tough question. At least you're answering, because the one I get is I'm not answering that because everyone's gonna break out, and I'm like, "Oh, man, come on, give me somebody." But, I get it. It's, without seeing it, and everyone's been fantastic. It's just like, and you don't know exactly who's gonna play where, but it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited about this Florida State team. It feels deeper than it has each of the last 2 years. Obviously, the Omaha team, very, very good, but the depth again with the pitching staff and you guys, in the field, it looks really good. Is there anything in particular you've been working on? I'm sure overall you were working on everything as an all around player, but is there anything in particular you are really laser focused on to improve for your junior season?
Yeah, just pitch selection and just kind of honing in my approach. I think I've been a little, reckless the last couple of years just because 'cause I'm a younger guy just trying to I mean, hit the long ball or just make a big like, have a big impact in the game, and I think just honing in my approach and kinda getting the pitches I want, I think will help have more production, more steady clip.
Absolutely. What excites you the most about Florida State baseball heading into the spring?
Just competing for that national title, having the fans back in, Dick Howser, and, I mean, there's no atmosphere like this.
It's true. That's true. All right, we're gonna do some fun stuff now. I've got some superlatives that I do with everybody. So these might be some tough ones, but ask you a little about your teammates. Who is the team class clown?
I'd have to give it to, Chase Williams. You can probably tell by all the energy he brings during the game, but it's about the same, and once he gets off the between the lines, he off the lines, it's about the same.
Love that. Love that. So he's got to put that energy somewhere. You got to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
How about a glue guy?
Blue guy. I'll give it Nathan Schmidt
Yeah.
from last year. Yeah, just a good guy all around, talks to everybody. Just a just a good dude.
Excited to see that he was back on the roster. I did not know he had another year of eligibility. It's always tricky to find out with some of these Ivy League guys, but it's good to have that team leader.
That's a good one. Besides myself, I feel like since I'm one of the few that are still left in the Omaha team, it's just kind of thing. But you've got some other guys that I think will step up in the spring once they get some more playing time and kind of have something to back up their work. So yeah, us too.
It's okay to say yourself, I'm glad you did, because some people are too
Yeah.
afraid to do it. They're obviously the leader, and I'm like, you can say it. Team nerd, and now you can take this one of two ways. You need to do it. The geek kind of nerd. It's not an insult. It's 2025. Nerds are cool now.
Yeah. But that will also be taking a bunch of crazy hard classes, and yeah.
And I imagine he's going after a master's.
Yeah, master. Yeah.
He's got an undergrad already, so love that. How about best dressed?
Best dressed. We don't have too many guys that dress up nowadays.
As somebody who is balding, I'm always curious to hear who has the good hair, who I need to be jealous of. All right, local food stable. Let's say I'm coming down to town.
Natso has a good steak board. I'll go there, hang out, have the vibes. College town. You always go. You can go down to Gordo's if you want to just have some Cuban and have some other like just kind of vibes are over there.
Love that. Is there any maybe not local that you're big on? Is there fast food place that you really enjoy going, or bulking up? I know Chipotle is always really popular with college kids because the protein and the carbs you get there. Is there anything like that?
Yeah, Kava. That's like kind of right next to Chipotle, and then it's churros too.
Love that.
And
yeah,
those two places.
I just had kava the other night, and it is fantastic. I feel a lot healthier when I eat it because I'm like, oh, look at me, I've had green stuff.
Same here.
Exactly. Yeah. Toughest pitcher you faced in the ACC last year?
That's a good one. There's a lot of good arms in the ACC last year.
Yeah, you could say. I mean, you faced Jamie Arnold in practice too, if you want to.
Yeah, and Mandolini.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a tough 1-2 punch to have in inner squads.
And Wes Mendez is much better.
Yeah. Or
yeah. Game.
Normally I dress up, like a pull up, nothing crazy, but dress up, go get a coffee, grab some food, and then just head to the field, kind of just hang out, and yeah, that's about it. You two know.
Are you more laid back or locked in during the game?
I'm like a mix of both. Like you can ask a lot of people, but I like smiling, I like having fun out there, but I know when to take it serious, and I think sometimes serious is also smiling. Yeah, just like having a good time. And,
yeah, you're able to be serious while also knowing you're enjoying and playing a game that that you're. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the atmosphere,
especially at this place, it's hard not to just look up in the crowd and just be like, wow,
absolutely.
Crazy.
I need to get down there at some point. It's just such a trek. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, so it's a little bit of a trek, but I've been dying to get down there at some point. It's one of the few that I haven't hit yet. Walk-up music.
Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely. Favorite MLB players to emulate or watch? We know you love them, but what about where else do you like to play? Those Clemson Florida State matchups, even a few years ago when it was kind of transitioning for Florida State, it was still like circling those matchups. Clemson's a common one because the atmosphere. My favorite is when players pick the place where they hit well, regardless of what the atmosphere is like. So that's always fun to get answers there. To join the show, this has been great. We're looking forward to seeing Florida State this year. Do you have any final thoughts before we let the audience go?
Just thanks for having me.
We'll be back with absolutely. I need to get down there. Maybe when I'm down there in Jacksonville, I'll just swing over. But absolutely. But until our next episode,